Hey guys, Mark here, back with another GTA 5 online video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys one of the methods that I use to grind out making money. Depending on how long you spend doing this, you can make up to $10 million each day. I'll explain the maths at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around for that. You can do this method completely solo, which is how I normally do it, but with a friend you can make even more money even quicker, and I'll explain how you can do that also towards the end of the video. Now, to maximize the effectiveness of this method, there are a number of businesses that you want to own. However, to get started on this method, you only need access to the VIP missions. To do these, you either need to own a CEO office, or you just need to have $1 million in the bank. Then I would prioritize spending your money on the following businesses to make you even more money. And I would buy them in the following order. Firstly, get yourself a bunker, because the amount you can make with the bunker is unreal. Then get yourself a nightclub, because you'll be able to start getting free products to sell. Then get an MC clubhouse and start buying biker businesses. First buy coke, then meth, then counterfeit cash, then weed, and then finally document forgery. Although you don't really need document forgery, it's just a nice little bonus. Then buy a vehicle warehouse so that you can do import-export. And make sure that after you buy any of these businesses, spend your money fully upgrading them before you go and buy the next business. During this week, there are some really good discounts that you can take advantage of. If you don't already have an executive office, these are now 40% off, so make sure you get one of them so that you can rinse and repeat VIP missions. You might also want to look at getting an MC clubhouse and a bunch of biker businesses, as these are also 40% off. So let's get started with the method. Firstly, buy supplies for all of your passive businesses. This includes your bunker and all of the biker businesses. If you have the master control terminal in the arcade like I do, then you can buy all of these supplies from that one place. But if you don't, then you'll just have to travel to each of the businesses and buy a round of supplies. Make sure that you are always buying your supplies and not stealing your supplies, because stealing supplies is such a waste of time, and you'll make more money from buying the supplies and then spending your time on VIP missions. After you've bought supplies, you could just sit on a security camera AFK and let your supplies turn into products, and keep buying supplies every few hours and just sell at the end of the day. I explain how to do this more in my other video, showing you how to make $2 million every day semi-AFK, so if you are interested, be sure to go check that out. I'll leave a link in the description below. Whilst your businesses are passively making you money in the background, we can make money actively to really start making big profits. There's a little routine that I follow to efficiently make as much money as possible in free mode. You can start off by selling a random vehicle from the street. If you'd like me to make a guide on what the best street vehicles to sell are and where to find them, then leave a like on this video and drop me a comment below letting me know. You can actually sell a vehicle every 48 minutes, so if you want to maximize profits, then you could use a stopwatch or timer to see when you can next sell a vehicle. Next, make sure that you're in a CEO organization and start up a headhunter. If you have a buzzard or an oppressor or something like that, then it'll make this much easier. There will be 4 people that you have to kill. 2 will be inside vehicles and the other 2 will be outside. For the vehicles, you just want to send 2 rockets at the vehicle. Then, wait for the VIP to get out and blow him up with 1 final rocket. Otherwise, you could just use a load of rockets and just blow up the vehicle that way. And for the people who are standing outside, the more you do these missions, you'll start to learn where the VIP stands in each location, so that you can just lock onto him without having to waste time killing the bodyguards too. Next, you'll want to source a vehicle for your import-export garage. There's a method that I use to only source high-end vehicles. Basically, if you have around 10 mid-range and 10 standard range cars in your garage, then the game will only source top-range vehicles. So the trick is, when you export vehicles, only export the top-range vehicles. That way the standard and mid-range cars will start building up and you'll only be sourcing top-range cars. Once you've done that, you want to leave the vehicle warehouse and quickly start a sightseer. You should see that the headhunter is still on a cooldown, but you can do the sightseer. For this, you just have to do 3 very easy hacks to find 3 packages that you just fly or drive to and then pick up. After you finish this, then the cooldown for the headhunter should be over, so you want to fly back to the city because headhunter is so much easier in the city, and then start up a headhunter. After that, there will be a cooldown on both Headhunter and Sightseer, so you can go and sell that top range vehicle that you just sourced. Try not to crash it as well so that you can maximise your profits. Then after that, there should still be a Headhunter cooldown, but you should be able to do a Sightseer, so start with that. When you complete it, you'll then be able to do a Headhunter, and then you can just repeat the cycle. Source a vehicle, do a Sightseer, do a Headhunter, sell a vehicle, do a Sightseer, do a Headhunter, and so on, and make sure that you're selling a street vehicle every 48 minutes. It's worth bearing in mind that you do have to do these missions relatively quickly, otherwise you won't be able to do a Headhunter straight after a Sightseer, so bear that in mind. Now, if you have a friend, they can help you complete things like the Headhunter even faster, which speeds you up. But the best thing about having a friend in your organisation is that you can do point-to-point races in the VIP challenges. For doing these, the winner will receive $10,500, which this week is doubled to $21,000. And these literally take less than a minute and are so easy. Do these whenever you can and just set the destination to a place that you want to go to anyway. There is a 10-minute timer, so you should be able to do about 4 of these in an hour. So you can just keep repeating the process for as many hours as you want to and keep making more and more money. Then at the end of the day, you should be ready to sell all of your products that have been growing passively. You can do the sell mission solo, but if you have other people, it'll be even easier. Since there are 7 things that you're going to be selling, it might be worth trying to get a friend. If you don't have a friend who can help you out, then be sure to join our Discord server. It's an amazing place where you'll definitely be able to find someone to help you. Now, if you do want to go about this the solo route, then check out the video that I mentioned earlier. Once again, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Also, make sure that you're selling these goods in a populated lobby. Maybe scout out the lobby quickly just to make sure that there are no griefers in Hydras or anything like that. But selling in a populated lobby is a great idea because it means your product will sell for much more. So, let's move on to the calculations so that I can show you how much you can make from this. But before we do that, I would just like to ask you guys, please leave a like on this video if you haven't already. It really helps me out with the algorithm so much. I know a lot of you will ignore this, but to those of you who don't, thank you so much. You guys are absolute legends. So let's start with the passive businesses. First up, we have the bunker. All of the supplies cost a total of $375,000. These sell for a total of $1,050,000, and in a populated lobby can sell up to $1,315,000. Next we have coke. This costs a total of $225,000, but sells for $420,000 in a solo lobby and up to $530,000 in a populated lobby. Meth also costs $225,000 and sells for $357,000 in a solo lobby or up to $457,000 in a populated lobby. Counterfeit cash costs $150,000 and sells for $294,000 in a solo lobby and up to $360,000 in a populated lobby. Weed costs $150,000 and sells for $252,000 in a solo lobby and up to $315,000 in a populated lobby. Document forgery costs only $75,000 and will sell for $126,000 in a solo lobby or up to $150,000 in a populated lobby. The nightclub varies a bit more depending on how long you spent in the game, and Tony also takes a 10% laundering fee at the end. From my experiences, you can expect to make between $600,000 all the way up to and past $1.1 million. So in total, just from passive methods, we can make $3 million every day if we just sell in populated lobbies. Now moving on to the active money making method. You have to wait 20 minutes before each vehicle sell mission, so you should be able to go through this cycle 2 times in an hour. This means that you'll sell around 2 streetcars, which will be around 8,000 each. You'll be able to import and export 2 top range cars. Assuming you don't crash and add damage on these cars, you can make up to $80,000 on each of these. Then you should also be able to do 4 headhunters and 4 sightseers. Each headhunter would normally be around $21,000, but this week this is doubled and you'll get $42,000 instead. And each sightseer would normally be around $22,000, but this week you'll get $44,000 instead. Plus, if you can get someone else in your organisation, even a random person, just so you can do a point-to-point race, then you can do 4 point-to-points, which normally give you $10,500 each, but this week they will make you $21,000 each. So, on a normal week, you'd make $390,000, which is still a lot of money, and I still highly recommend this method when there isn't double cash and RP. But this week with double cash and RP, you'll make $604,000 every hour on top of what the other suppliers have made you. So if you play for just 6 hours each day, then you can make over 6.5 million every day. And if you're an absolute madman and play for 12 hours in a day, then you can make over $10 million, all completely legitimately. So guys, there's really no excuse for doing money glitches, as it's just not worth getting your account banned when you can just do methods like this and make all the money you'll ever need. So get in a game and start making the most of this double cash and RP whilst it lasts. And be sure to tune in next week when I'll be covering how to make the most of that event week. It looks like it's going to be a profitable one. Also, if you want me to personally help you make money, then be sure to tune into my GTA live streams where you can come and play with me. Make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you don't miss it when I do one. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!